But other than that, like that's why like I get on people that are fat. I get on people that choose to be a vegan. I get on them because you made a life choice to be an idiot, and I'm just pointing it out. You know, it doesn't mean that I'm right. I just think you're an idiot. You might think I'm an idiot for wanting to eat meat and wanting to be healthy and fit and sexy. Yeah, that's life choices we make, right? I mean, you choose to be a marshmallow over there that, you know, most of the people that they end up with are people who like to eat marshmallows. So it will be another fat person or another idiot who likes to be a vegan, stuff like that, right? So
no, some skinny guys love fat girls.
I don't know. That's kind of weird to me. A lot of black guys like fat white chicks. No, seriously, it's like a thing. I don't know if it's because they feel like the white girl can't. See, no, seriously, this is the thought process I had with it. So a lot of black people, because they're raised with the idea that they're not good enough for society because the racial tension that's built up in our society, as well as the stigmatism of being black, you're automatically a criminal or come from a bad background or don't have a dad or whatever, right? There's always some stigmatism with just being black. Yeah. So part of me thought maybe a lot of the black guys who come to Canada, especially I've seen, maybe in the US it's the same thing as well, but when they come here, they always end up with some fat white chick. So, but is that a self-esteem issue because they don't feel like they can get a better looking woman, or they're just willing to accept some girl like that because she does whatever they want? And then the other thing too, a lot of people like to go on is that black guys have a giant cock, so only big fat white chicks can take it. So seriously, that's what people think about. So that's the first thing people think about. Oh, she's only with him because he's got a big cock, and he's only with her because she got a big fat ass, she can take that cock, sort of idea, right? But you got to think about it from both angles. But from the black person's standpoint, that's what I kind of get, because you see a guy and you'd be like, holy crap, that's a really good looking black man. He's built, he looks like he trains and everything, and then he's with this fat white chick. Why? Yeah. Why are you with a fat white chick who's not attractive and usually a fucking bitch?
It's like, okay, a new guy coming from, the say, Jamaica, Africa, or whatever, getting that, because they're attracted, those fat ones, they're attracted to them, and those fat ones, they don't have a lot of options as well, right?
Are the fat chicks attracted to them, or are they attracted to the guy who shows them attention? Because only the black guys are going for the fat white chicks.
Yes, so that's why they have.
Like they just want some attention.
They don't have any options as well. Like a lot of, let's say, you say.
But the black guys do. It's just I feel like there's some self-esteem issues.
It's holding them back. Yes, it's just like easier. You know, sometimes you wanna.
But they don't just fuck them for the weekend. They're actually dating and married and all this other stuff with them. I'm like, you're a really good-looking black man. Why are you with this lady? And don't get me wrong, girl beauty's on the inside, bullshit, whatever. Yeah, you can still love her, but it's not a once in a while thing. It's a lot of the times a black man is with a fat white chick. You don't see them with skinny white girls, and you don't see them with Asian girls.
Unless they're
successful. It's always a fat white chick. So, and yeah, usually those fat white chicks are not successful. They're a welfare mama or something like that. So, you know, I just don't, I try to think about it, but it's not really, you know, it's not my place. I'm not a black man trying to go after fat white chicks. You know, all the power to you. You know, keep them off the menu because some people just don't want to look at that. So, it's just an interesting fact to think about. Like, you have to think about that, like, why? What is it that attracts? And it's not all black men. It's, like, mostly African black men that do it. The odd Jamaicans and stuff like that. And yes, there are some big booty girls from Jamaica and Africa and stuff like that that are a little bigger, thicker, but they're not fat. These chicks are fat. These are fat white chicks, not a healthy looking girl who looks like she could, you know, do some damage on a football team. Like some black ladies are built really nice. They're big, but they're still built nice, and they got some muscle tone on them. And these are just fat white chicks. Yeah. There's nothing to me attractive at all, and these black guys that I'm seeing with them are not ugly guys, and they're fit guys. And I'm like, what? Like, if you were a fat, ugly white guy, or a black guy, and you were with a fat, ugly white chick, I get it. But these are attractive men that are just choosing to go with a fat, ugly white chick, and I just don't get it. So there's something weird there. Maybe it's I just don't understand that because I'm not in that boat.
Yeah, I just feel like it's just the easy market, and again, it's easier.
But they stay with them. That's the problem.
Yes, because the fat ones, they actually have to try to keep them as long as they can, because
that's true. Like you go after a fat girl, she gonna suck your like fucking crazy to make sure you don't leave, because she's afraid she's not going to eat again if you leave. So they actually do put out they do put out pretty crazy, because they don't want to lose that opportunity. So but even still, like I said, I mean, as for going back to the comments earlier about how you don't uplift yourself or your community if you're just willing to settle for garbage.
Yeah.
And then you're just creating a vicious cycle, because then now you're with somebody that you might not have felt like you wanted to be with, but they were available, and you're like, oh, whatever, I don't want to put any effort because I don't want to get shot down, so self-esteem issues. She accepts you because nobody ever talks to her, and you talk to her, and she's like, okay, fine, whatever. Now you make kids, and those kids are going to live that cycle too, because mom and dad didn't really put any effort to each other, so they're going to see that. So it's just a vicious cycle that people run into. All jokes aside, it's not a positive if you're not attracted to the person. That's why I just try to figure it out. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe all these attractive black men are just looking for a beautiful lady on the inside, and they don't really care what's on the outside. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think so, but maybe. So, yeah, it's just,
and then
it's
again,
just interesting to think about all the different aspects.
This may sound weird, bro, but just picture this. A skinny guy with a fat chick, right? Who has a small weenies. Just picture that. How can he, like...
Well, he can still get something out of it, because he just has to roll. She might not get anything out of it, because she's gonna be like, you're not even touching my vulva, you're just still at my gunt. Like, let me lift that up so you can actually get to the hole. The point is that if you don't investigate and if you don't study things properly, you can't say the music today is better than the music yesterday.